Bryce Mitchell appeared on the Jackson podcast with Rampage and his co-host Bear. They removed the podcast possibly because Bear received some backlash for giving Bryce a lecture and not allowing him to have a conversation explaining his recent controversial comments.
We're not going to give you a platform today to talk about anything that even remotely supports that.
No,
we're not going to give you a platform
I don't want
to justify what you said. And
right.
Matter of fact, and me and Rampage talked about this, we're not even going to give you a platform to explain yourself on that.
I totally agree, brother.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to say, I literally said in my podcast, I don't support.
Yeah.
And I'm not a Nazi. And I said that, and I'm glad that you got to let me repeat that. Before he did all of that stuff is what I was talking about, guys.
Yeah, we understand.
I'm not denying anybody's suffering, bro. Like, I'm literally not denying anybody's suffering.
We understand. You do know millions of people, over 5 million people died because of him.
A lot of people. One
of the deadliest wars of all time, World War II. Probably over 50 million people, 3 to 5% of the population died.
War, yeah.
So you are aware that even trying to justify that, you got to move past that, brother. Right?
The episode has highlighted the complex intersection of free speech, platform responsibility, and public discourse on sensitive historical and social issues.
To all the people that don't understand why Bear and I talked to Bryce Mitchell the way we did, it's pointless to explain that he has a family and career. Some things are better off unsaid on air. Better off said off air, so why the F did you invite him on the podcast if you weren't going to let him explain himself?
I saw Dana do a podcast, and it physically made me sick.
Pereira tells Adesanya, let's train together. Let's make this partnership happen. I have a lot to show you, and you have a lot to show me. And Israel Adesanya agrees, so maybe they'll train together soon.
While acknowledging he's a great fighter, Dean Thomas says Sean Strickland is not the fighter he portrays himself to be.
Well, we just have to admit it now. We have to admit it. Sean Strickland is not who he says he is. He's not who he says he is. We want him to be something. He wants to be something, but he's not that guy. He's not the guy who's going to go to the death, to the death. He didn't go to the death. He didn't even go to the well. He didn't even go deep. I'm not saying he's not a great fighter. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be where he's at, but he's not who he says he is. We got to admit that.
You're not that guy, sir.
What did we learn yesterday? We learned that bully is always right. I've been saying it forever. Sean sucks. He's trash. He talks a big game, but he's never walks. Even to the fans that sit there and hype him up like he has the best boxer, the best boxing defense, this, and that. He's going to go to war. He's going to kill. I would bleed for my fans. I would die for my fans, blah, blah. But you go out there and he just jabs and teeps, and he fights like a scared little girl. And he doesn't want to get hit, and he just... Even when you're down 4 rounds, he doesn't go all out. He doesn't have it in him unless there's 5 seconds left in the fight. And he wants to yell and have that highlight reel and wants people to say that he's crazy, he's nuts. He's not. He's just a racist little clown that's hiding in a body of a fighter. He's a scared little boy hiding in the body of a fighter. He's a coward. And he shows it in his fights. And now he's going to come up with oh man, but I had staff. Let me tell you something, guys. I get paid a lot of money and I got staff. But I was going to still fight for you guys because I have to put a show on for my fans. And then I broke my nose, so that messed up my whole fight, even though I lost the first 3 rounds just by jabbing 1 time every 5 minutes. And, yeah, man, it was all from the staff. That's why I wore sleeveless shirts at the press conference so people could see it and have the excuse built up already. And my fans will know that I still stepped in there for you. He sucks. And finally we get to get rid of giving this guy undeserved title shots. That's all I got for you.
Hey, dude, hey, what's your name? Let's go, bro. This guy's a savage. Now, where are you from? Scotland. My dog, dude. You play golf, right? Scottish thing?
No, he doesn't.
I don't play golf. So, that's way funny. My girl's dad likes golf. Even the moment I told her I didn't play golf, he disowned me. So, yeah.
DDP showed up, put out 100%. Strickland did the opposite. DDP doesn't deserve any criticism. He said, I want Hamzat in Arabia. Isn't he awesome? No more Sean main event, please. I'm done. Eileen Perez gets shoulder surgery. She's coming off a win over Carol Hosa. That moved her up 4 spots to the number 7 position in the bantamweight rankings. Ilya Taporia thinks his brother Alexander will one day be champion at 135, and he says that Merab will one day go up to 145 and be the champ there.
Callum Walsh turns 24. He celebrates his birthday with his girlfriend, UFC strawweight Tabitha Ricci, who turns 30 in a week and a half. She's coming off a loss to Jan Shonen in November.
Dustin Poirier was hacked on Twitter by some Russian account promoting cryptocurrency, but he got his account back. Myra Bueno Silva wants to move back up to bantamweight and is interested in taking on Misha Tate next.
I will be the first to say this. Don't let DDP goofy ass fighting style trick y'all. You're not gonna beat Buddy unless you can turn his TV off or control him on the ground for 25 minutes straight. You can play with Buddy because he gonna put you in a fight, which a lot of y'all not used to in the UFC. I've been saying this since he fought Derek Brunson. His style was gonna be a problem for folks. Fighting like a crackhead trying to get his rock back, that's a dangerous MF right there. Oh!
Yeah, no more. Let's go.
How you doing? I've been better. Crazy, drink a little alcohol. Oh my God! But everything like you're not allowed to just like. I don't know, Daddy. Sometimes it just comes out of me. There's like another side to me that like lives deep inside that wants to come out but is scared to. So like I just suppress it and I bottle up my emotions and bottle up my true like who I am on the inside. But the right person can bring them out. And you might be him, you might not, I don't know. But if you want to find out, I'll be in Vegas this weekend and you
What's this about? Wow, it's good. Got vitamin C, D, zinc. Muy bueno.